Hello boys and girls, traders, this is Side Drive with you guys for one more video. This is another video for NULS. I will be coming down with a TA on NULS, my second video in English, second time I record in English. Normally I always do my videos in Portuguese, my technical analysis in Portuguese language. And I do it for my own channel, just some TAs, information, some TA videos about teaching people how to TA, but I also like to do sometimes some analysis on coins, and this time I will bring NULS again. For you guys, I will give my two thumbs of about NULS, see what is going on. Remembering this is not financial advice. I'm not motivating nobody to invest. I'm not forcing nobody to invest. I'm just telling you guys what I see in the charts and giving my own opinion. Okay, with no further ado, let's jump on this video and let's move on with this TA. Stripping down from the monthly. Yesterday I did a video in Portuguese that was posted on the NULS.com, so people that are not Portuguese speakers cannot understand what I mentioned, and I'm afraid that I didn't have time to follow with a second video in English right after that could cover my idea yesterday. Now I have to go with 1 day delay, and things change a bit. So yesterday what we had, this is it was the last all-time low from NULS, when NULS came down on Binance. So we had this support playing major role here. We see two big rejections on the monthly. We have this doji here, very good looking bullish pattern. We have this big rejection, this doji here, really nice, good looking. And yesterday we had a engulfing candle here. So we had an engulfing candle that was forming here, was engulfing all this. And I mentioned that if that candle would continue during the month, it would be amazing, really amazing bullish scenario. We would have the 1, 2, 3 pin patterns as well, and probably bringing NULS to higher levels, starting now doing a round bottom and starting with moving up from NULS after this many months of downtrend. Still downtrend on the moving averages, but of course in the monthly wise this will take huge amount of time, will take years until we have a good formation of moving averages here. So for now this is not very important. We have the 8 EMA here making it, so when it starts hovering up and we have a candle close above the 8 EMA and start getting EMA as support and not as resistance, then we will see a moving up. So from now in the monthly, yesterday was looking quite good. Today is already a little bit bearish, but we are still in the 10th of the month, so 1/3 of the month is now done. We have 2/3 to go, and we can see this be changing. So we need to be keeping an eye on this for the investors. Long-term investors need to have a look on this and see what will the next candle formation on the monthly will maybe indicate a little bit what we might expect for the future to come. So very important for the long-term investors, how will be the outcome of this candle, how we will close this monthly and the next monthly candles. So the next 2 months will be very important. Let's say the next 3 months or the last quarter of the year will be very important, how the formation of the next 3 candles, to have an idea what to expect for 2020, right? For the first quarter of 2020. So about indicators, nothing to say. We have no information, so just leave them back. Let's go down to the weekly. On the weekly I'm sorry guys, I'm a little bit sick, just a light flu, so moving so sorry for this noise on the video. I know that is not that pleasant to hear, but I can't avoid that. So you see this resistance playing a huge major role of support, this line of resistance support, this case support for the price we have here. What we expect on the monthly to come, it's what we have here on the weekly. You see a 1, 2, 3 pin patterns where we start here with indecision candle. We have a huge booming up, we came down, we had here this crazy candle, crazy, let's say doji. Where is this? This is really crazy candle, and then we have this nice one going up, and then we shoot up and we go with a nice candles. Just by the way, I'm using normal candlesticks. Yes, sometimes I'm using Ashi and I completely forgot to change it, but in this case I'm using the normal candlestick pattern. So rounded bottom in the low time frames, we have here a head and shoulders formation, more or less that. So this is what we look to see in the monthly, in the month to come, to see how monthly plays out and what will be the overall trend for the next year. So for now, what we have here in NULS is that this support line is making his job. Was when this candle here in August closed down, this has closed down here, but then immediately the week after we close above the resistance, the monthly. Remember, this is the monthly resistance. Weekly, the red dotted lines, black lines monthly, blue lines daily. This daily, I didn't adjust the monthly, I left it here, because we just came down and we went immediately up. I have some white lines here, they're hidden, I cannot see them. So what we have here, that we close really immediately above the week after, and we have been closed above this line since then. So for 9 weeks in a row we are closing above, and we have here also a very bullish candle in the weekly, and then we move up. So now we have a little bit of we are down now. Yesterday we were going up again, so we were having a nice candle yesterday here, but now we came down a little bit, and I will explain you why we are down a bit, guys. I will explain you when we came down to the daily. Then I will explain you guys why this is happening, this downtrend here, this small downtrend. But now we see a double bottom or triple bottom, counting with this one as well, and this might be a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 still to come. Remembering that we have also a massive resistance about these levels here on the 5,000 level, 5,000 to 4,600 level, where we have several rejections on the weekly resistance, and we see that we are in a clear consolidation pattern. So at this moment, this is clear consolidation pattern, and we might see the price coming down once again, going up once again, then start hovering a little bit. The indicators will slowly moving to the upward position. We're gonna have a cross. What do I have here? We're gonna have a crossing from the moving average. The ATMA will cross the 20. The 21, and we might see a moving up from NULS in the month to come. So now still a lot of resistance to play out. Let's see how it goes, but for now NULS in a general overall picture is in a consolidation phase, not looking that ugly, still with the ATMA as resistance, of course, but anytime we need to close one weekly candle above the ATMA, and then a second one as confirmation, maybe coming down, testing the EMA as support, and then shooting up. So that's what we need to see, that we aim to see that this be rounded a little bit. We will close a weekly above, maybe a second weekly above, but in beginning of the week coming down, testing the purple line as support, and then ending up closing above, and that will be the trigger for a probably bull movement or a higher upward movement from NULS, and then further we will have this crossover and have bullish momentum. Of course, that all depends on how BTC will play out in the next weeks, the next month, and we know that BTC is now hovering between a range that can affect the moment it explode up or down. That will affect for sure NULS, but will affect NULS inside the consolidation pattern, the week offer pattern. Sorry, especially if I didn't mention it wrong, I will just show you what I'm talking about in a quick minute. I will just show you guys what I'm mentioning. I forgot to bring down what I was before I start the video, you know. So what I mentioned is exactly this. Week off event of phases. So what we are seeing is a downtrend. We see an uptrend. We're going to see a ST in phase 1. So we already have these two phases on, double bottom. Now we're going to see a moving up, a moving down, consolidation, with all these phases, and then eventually, bam, here we go, take off. That's what we are having now. So we are now playing out the ST phase B, I believe. So we should be playing out the ST phase B here, somewhere around here, with a double bottom. Could be a little bit more down, was not, and then we can play out for further movement. So this is what I expect. So we have to pay attention to how this will play out the next week. So coming now for the 3 days. Yesterday, as I mentioned, let me open this completely. Yesterday, as I mentioned, guys and girls, we were heading up here. We were having this candle. So this candle is starting today. Yeah, this candle was closing yesterday. And we were somewhere around here on top, having a nice looking candle. This was trying to move up, and then we have this, but now we are getting support on the 8 EMA, and let's see how it plays out. It might be that we still move down a little bit further. What is going on here? Okay, my EMAs, my RSIs. So RSI yesterday was looking a little bit better. Overall was looking, but we are still bullish on the you see here, lower. Here we have higher. So we have here eventually we have here clear bullish divergence, same level, same price action, higher low on the on the RSI. So this line, my old RSI, like here, and we jump from here and we just come down somewhere until this test this resistance once again, and maybe plays up and go up. On the weekly, I didn't show you guys the RSI a minute ago, but we're up and down for going to the positive for 9 weeks now. So for now, still on the positive. For a weekly, still 3 days to go. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We still can see some movement, some changes, and even if we close here in the negative, I believe that next week we can go in the positive and don't change this that much. So for now, RSI wise, we don't have that much power, that much strength on the RSI. Also a little bit bullish, not that much, but bullish enough. You see, also to have a resistance line here, something that we can see, something like this. We might jump from here and continue the diversions. Let's see how it will play out. Now coming for the daily, this is the one who would trigger this drop, and people might say, oh, this drop happened because BTC made a leg up for 8,500, 8,600 range, but no. Guys, this plays out because of hidden bearish diversion that I mentioned yesterday. So just going for an analysis, we might see here a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 still to come. That might play out depending on resistance. This might be a hovering phase, and then in the next wave up we have the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That might change, but what I want to show you guys is that here everybody sees the bullish diversions, correct? That I already mentioned previously on the previous time frame. This one playing out from here to here, and we have our bullish diversions. But what people don't realize most of the times is the hidden bearish diversions that comes right after a bullish divergence, and those ones play out these drops in price that might affect who is long from here. Scalping, for example, I don't pay attention on the big time frames. What we see here, guys, we see a movement in a price. So we see higher high in RSI, and higher and lower high on price action. See, yesterday we were forming this candle here on top. This was completely formed white candle, bullish candle, and I mentioned be careful guys that price might drop down. This hidden bearish diversion is here, and it will play a role. Even if people say that okay, RSI works with candle closes, so wicks are not valid. Some traders might come with those bullshits. Sorry the expression, but that's what I call a bullshit. For me, even then, if the case still plays out perfectly as hidden bearish diversion. Sorry, because this was here yesterday when I mentioned it, and there was a candle close here on the level of this week, of this small wick here. So this was a perfect hidden bearish divergence even in the candle closes. So this was what triggered this drop down in price, but it doesn't eliminate or cancel this this situation here that we play out here. So for now, I believe this is a small correction from the accumulation phases that I mentioned previously, guys. That I show you. If you don't know, just type week off events and phases, accumulation schematics. Just type this on Google and you're gonna have this picture, and then you can study it and you can just see phase A, phase B, phase C, phase D and E, and you guys can see more or less how it plays out, how it works, and then from there you can have an idea in which phase we are. I believe that you are around the phase B down. We don't need to come lower than this. Equal level is still valid as well, and it can plays out as accumulation, taking it longer, making you see that our size moving averages wise we are hovering up and down. Yesterday we were showing a separation here, a huge separation of moving averages. I mentioned it. Today we might see what is this? Sorry guys, I have this here. I have to eliminate this shit. Sorry. Let me just take this out. 21 moving average is 20. Oh, still on, so that's why I have to take it. It was in white. Sorry. So we were having a separation, so indicating bullish momentum. But I mentioned we are looking bullish in all time frame from the monthly down. But we have this hidden bearish divergence playing out. This might happen, and yes, that happened. So now we have to see that when we get support and moving up, I believe we're gonna still come down to this level here, somewhere around this area, this region, maybe a little bit below that region, something like that. I don't know. Just getting us some support and going up, going down. So we're gonna still be hovering here. Not financial advice, but if you guys are in a mindset of buying more NULS, being a bag holder of NULS, trying to get your bags fuller and fatter with more NULS, guys, just accumulate in this phase. You are in a really good area for accumulation, I believe, and I believe that NULS will have something like this in the future to come. So if we can count this as a wave 1 or accumulation phase, but let's just measure it from here. Let's suppose that we are in a wave 1. We can see a wave 3 coming around these areas, as you can see. Nearby the support area, it might plays out. We have some confluences. If you do an extension, for example, we will see it like this, coming to a 2, because this does not invalidate a 2. We are not we are still is an inside retracement, internal retracement. We never had 100% retracement, so we didn't came to the same price. If I put the cursor here, you will see that here we have this bottom. We have the low. It's 3,544. This low is 3,557. So we are still for 12 sets difference higher inside the range. So we can consider a wave 2. It cannot be eliminated if it's the case that now from here we just move forward and we don't continue going sideways. accumulating if we move from here, or if we start accumulating but not making new lows, but still making higher highs and higher lows, slowly going sideways but making slow and steady higher highs and higher lows. This can be counted as a 1-2, so can be considered a 1-2, 3 to come in a confluence zone here. So confluence zone, when we talk about that, we have the 16, 18, 175 range box. We have the golden target, the golden pocket here from the algo target. So yeah, a good range, but very nearby us we have the monthly pivot. So the price going a little bit extended to the pivot is not something out of normal for NULS. NULS makes crazy runs sometimes. So let's consider a third wave on this region, just for a roadmap. A 4 to come somewhere in a retracement here, without violating the wave 1, and then a 5 to come on these regions of super confluences. You see 1618, 161.8% with 2618, so 261.80% in super confluence. Again, a monthly pivot nearby. So you see that the market structure plays out as well. It's a very strong player. We cannot invalidate as well the possibility that a wave can have a movement until here with a retracement, but this I can consider that it will be in a three wave movement, one of the 3 waves of the 5 waves of the wave 3, the big 3. So the microwaves can have a reaction in these areas. For sure will have any kind of reaction, but in the overall picture I might see a wave 3 finish somewhere around here. So this is my idea, guys. This is just what I'm seeing from the charts. Nothing that I'm just saying that will happen. No giving you this is not any financial advice, guys, by any means. This can be play out something like this, guys, just to give you an inside look of what I see about NULS. I'm not be stripping down wave counts, because I have done many wave counts on NULS already and in other videos, and I think my first video in English for NULS has this wave count 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 coming down. So I'm not coming down again with that count, just showing you guys what we have here. 1, 2, 3, 4 without invalidating the 1 and the 5 with double bottom. Clear for me, no need to count more and measure further. I'm clear out with this count. I believe that we have the bottom in, and we are now with a full retracement of NULS and making ourselves ready for higher flights. That is my idea of NULS. I might be wrong, yes. Any analyst can be more times wrong than right, correct? But this is what I see, guys. This is what I expect from NULS, and I'm just passing you my information. Now, beside that, after showing you all these things, I want to show you something that I'm developing with a friend, with a programmer. We are developing a tool to help experienced traders as well. In Trader, we are developing a group of indicators called crypto scanners. These crypto scanners can be used in any time frame whatsoever. Can be used in any time frame. It's adjusted to any time frame. I will just clear out this visual mess, and I will go slowly and explaining what is going on here. So what we have here, guys, basically it's a mix of indicators. We'll just give you a quick update on this. This indicator is still in beta phase testing. This is a more sophisticated version of an already used indicator in the market that calls Market Cipher. We came with a better and more improved version of it, more reliable and version, where we have this blue line is the RSI, so the same RSI that I show you guys here before. We have exactly the same RSI here. We have the money flow here, the VAP. So we are using a VAP to see. We have MFI tool here, this green and red clouds. We have the wave trend oscillator where we move the waves, and we have the trigger alarms, the divergence. We have a tool that mentions the divergence. You see this wave here to this one, to the bottom one. They create to this one, because this one already has no divergence on the daily. So the divergences are coming, and this is telling you, hey guys, attention that you are in a divergence, where we are moving in a divergence, and that is triggering alarms and colors that tells you, okay, go long, go short. The market is getting interesting in the market. The same happens when we have when we have divergence. You see here, divergence, price going up, cloud coming down, the wave trend cloud, and the market is booming signals of short in case of any asset. This is a crypto scanner, we call it. We call CS, not the game, guys, not the Counter-Strike game, but it can be used in any market asset. You can use it in stocks, in forex, in anything. It works. So this is just been tested perfectly. Together with here we see we have a shutdown in the bottom, so we should bam signal of wave trend crossing, signal of let me just open this. So we have here a wave crossing, as you guys can see. It crosses here, it triggers a yellow line. When we cross to the positive side of the VWAP, the VWAP crosses to the positive, we bam shoot a green dot saying, guys, we are in a upward movement. We have long momentum. We have a buying pressure. So go long and go strong as normal. You say. So you see, this is just an example. We have many others here in a small signal, but we are in a downtrend. So you have to see, okay, we are in a downtrend. You need to know a technical analysis if you want to use this indicator. This is a powerful tool when you already know about indicators, you know about technical analysis, market structure, etc. When you have this tool in your arsenal, you will be unbeatable. You almost don't lose a trade. Then you see the market is telling you still interested in the market, the cross still reinforcing the bullish momentum. So the bullish momentum is here. This is in a clear accumulation phase. We have no, since this top here, guys, since June to 14 June we had, or 16 June we had our last negative sign. So it means that that time the indicators just read bullish momentum. So it means that the accumulation phase started, people start buying down the drop, the market start buying the drop on NULS, and now they are consolidating in the bottoms, and we see here the bullish momentum starts stronger on this point. So people who are reading this divergences, people start accumulating, start buying in. Okay, I'm gonna sell here, probably this will come down, I buy here, I sell there, and then or doing the dollar cost averaging. So this tool is a very powerful arsenal, but not by itself. This is a complex wave trend with a lot of indicators. I will just show you guys here in a second. So we see that we have the overbought, oversold levels. We have the bullish divergence, the bearish divergence, that is the lines that you see, guys, here in black. Then we have the RSIs, you see all in purples, here this line on top. We have the RSI plus the MFI area, here the green and the red areas here, you see this one green. So it's plotting the MFI plus the RSI, the combination of both indicators give you the area. We have the plot on blue, the plot of these areas, that is the plot of the wave trend. We have the RSI, MFI top and bottom lines, so these black lines here, you know, the plot in blue. I already mentioned the RSI, MFI bottom and top bars. We have the mirror wave trends, this waves here, and then the VWAP these lines, the lines here that we have going around, you know, this up and down, this orange line, and then the buy signals, buy and sell signals, buy signal, sell signal, big buy signal, sell signal is the crosses. So you see, guys, we have here all the indicators in one. This is a very powerful indicator, but not by itself. When we need to use it combined with the crypto scanner price signals, then it will plot you many signals when this plots. So when this signal comes by itself, comes a green diamond telling you, okay, we are in the bottom and we are adding up. Here the same. If you strip this down to smaller time frames, let's say 2 hours for example, you will find this bottoms more accurate. You can really get the bottoms, but you have more noise. But you see, for example, by yourself, guys, I'm not showing off, just showing what is real. You need to, you can get the signals from the bottoms. You can get the bottom, really the bottom of shit. You can get this bottom, you can get this one. You see, you can sell the top of the movement if you are scalping. So you can buy here, you can sell there, divergence on the indicator on top. You can buy here again, you can sell there, divergence on top, divergence from here to there. See, guys, this is just a powerful tool, but you have to see the daily. Then you have to strip down to the 2 hours or even to the 15 minutes. So you have to strip down to a smaller time frames, and then the smaller time frames will give you even more noise, but you can get really the bottoms of things. You see here, you get the really bottom of the bottom of the bottom. You would buy, this is signals coming on the real time, so this is not coming on the candle close or the candle open or the mirror. This is coming as these crosses are upping up and down from the indicators. This is plotted in real time. So here you would just catch the bottom, the freaking bottom here, and you would be buying the lowest of the lowest of the lowest that NULS ever been. So you see, for day traders, for scalpers, this is a powerful tool. And of course, the noise is when you have a lot of things, like a lot of data, because when you are trading in this setup, for example here, you will be trading and you have a clear view what is going on, so you will not be in a problem. You see this movement, you can't get it here, okay, clear, but maybe you can get it on the 5 minutes. You see, perhaps bam, 5 minutes you have the movement. You see, you would get the bottom of the bottom again in a smaller time frame, guys. So this is something that is really powerful. So green dots, once again I will show you a little bit what we have here. We have some moving average. This is a moving averages crosses. You see some moving average popping up. Sorry guys, I have to pause the video in a second. I just have a phone call. I will come back quickly. Oh guys, sorry for this stop. So actually, as you see, this is a moving averages crosses. Sorry, I did it wrong. Let's go back to what we were doing. I had a quick phone call, guys. I'm so sorry for stopping the video. So you see, this is a EMA crossing. You have the buy signals, the sell signals, the long confirmation. So the long confirmation, these small dots, green dots, rising diamond. Rising diamond is what the name says. It's rising diamond, so the price will rise. The moment that you have confirmation, the price will rise. If you are in a downtrend, when you count 1, 2, or 3 diamonds, you're gonna have a reversal. You have to cross-check also with the upper, where we are gonna have a VWAP cross down or cross up, crossover. You're gonna have a RSI movement. But what is the kind of situation that you are having here? This indicates in confluence what we have down, and you will see, okay, this is the price where the price will move. So you have the short open as well, the small diamonds here for short. the short confirmation, the big diamonds on top, as you see, the same situation as the green diamonds, and then you have the falling knife and the firing up. Firing up being some arrows that we can see here. You can see them here. Firing up, bam, crazy movement. You see, guys, here. The moment we shoot this real time, you have around 30 seconds after the shooting to make a movement. So here you have a negative thing. We cross here down a little bit. We plot a point there. We have a small cross. We made just a small whoop, hovering and going down, but then we shoot, bam, purple. So if in this moment you, by any means, you open a long by mistake or something, you are coming in, you open a long. Here you are in a long position. You just keep yourself going. If by any means, not the case of NULS, but if it was the case of shorting here, you would immediately close in break even or with a small loss and flip your trade for a long, and bam, here he goes, and here we have a upper target. But then we have no divergence whatsoever here, so we don't see nothing. We would just wait for a divergence. We are still above these EMAs. I would just say keep the 8 and the 21 EMAs always with you guys for reference. We are still hovering above, getting this as support. The third one we will cross in a general. Sorry, we would see a general price higher, wave trends lower, divergence we will just sell and get top of the movement. You see, powerful tool when you know how to read this tool. The falling knife here as well, same situation. If you are in a short that you get a long signal, you say, okay, fuck, I will sell, I will go long. But the moment that you see this firing up, okay, you just flip your trade and you go short again, and bam, you sell. And now you go long because now you have the divergence from this diamond to this diamond. You have a moving divergence here, and bam, you go long and you take this trade and you go until you have a good signal to sell. In this case, you have to go to a bigger time frame probably to get this signal here. So this is a hovering of time frames, guys. What I do with this, I keep it like this. I will show you XRP, and I keep it in a 15, a 60, a 120, a 240. So 4 hours, 2 hours, 1 hour, 15 minutes, and now I'm hovering between the 5 and the 15, between the 60 and the 30, between the 20, the 2 hours and the 4 hours, and this one, and between the 4 hours and the daily here. So I'm just hovering between them, and I have them like this, seeing what is my position, seeing what is going on. The same as BTC. BTC I use more. This is really messy, but this is still one indicator. Left, we have a third one that is support resistance thing that it's calculated how the bots plays out. So going to the big time frames here, taking this out for now. What the last indicator that we are developing still in beta phase as well is the enthusiast crypto scanner pivot scalper. So this is a pivots according Fibonacci. So what we have here, guys, this might be messy, but this is really easy to understand. I will just open a little bit. We have the pivot point, this red, let's say moving average going up, moving up and down, and from there what we have this line. Let's go here. We have the zero line here, or let's go in a way that is easier for you guys to understand. Let me put here 4 hours. Try to see if it's better or not. No, 2 hours was easier. This looks like a visual effect here, really difficult to understand, but then it's not difficult. When you come here, you see a couple of lines. So what we have here, I will just move this down a little bit. What we have zero line, first dot line 0236, 23%, 38%, 0.5, golden pocket 61.8, 65, 0.65%, 786, 121, 120, 27, 1618, 175, box 2618, and that's it. see, and then we still can add the 2 and the 272. So these are fib levels, and then we have the negative ones according the algo targets. So negative 0236, 0382, 0, negative 05, negative golden pocket, negative 121, all the same that we have up, we have down. And if you guys see, this is always ranging between algo targets. So imagine that you see the price being rejected here on the 7, on this line here, blue and red, it's the 1618, 175, 1 rejection closing down, 2 rejections closing down, 3 rejection closing inside the box, 4th rejection coming down. So you start looking, okay, this level is having a huge resistance level, actually acting as a huge resistance. We plot a red diamond. Okay, I go short. The red diamond is plotted immediately on the open of this candle, and bam, you short your asset, and you're still being short because you have no other information. We have here a small red dot that says the buy is still bearish. X across here says we are still bearish. This is still, the momentum is down. Correct? Where are you gonna exit your trade? We don't know. We have to follow up. This is, in this case, we have here start from 7, 1 day, 7 of October, 23 hours to 8th of October, 21 hours. So we are having here a 1 day, 24 hours period time. On this one we have several. So we have this one for bigger time frames, for bigger plays. So we can play this one. We have 3. We have a nano scalper, we have the scalper, and we have the swing movements. So here you can see that in the swing movements we have the 1-to-1. This is the 1272 golden pocket, 178. So the same thing, 0 line, so the pivot line, 0236, 0382, 0.5, golden pocket, etc, etc. I will not repeat myself. Here we have the same coming down, and in this one this is a period of 1 month. So 6th of October, this is a week, sorry, 10th of October and still going. So this is a period of a week in this one. And so you see, you can come here, I can put it weekly, and then we have a weekly period, or I can put monthly and take the weekly, and it will change immediately the colors and the levels. This will adapt for swingers that or for investors that you see, okay, I enter in this level and I want to rise up, down somewhere in another level, you know. So this is a powerful indicator. It can be used all together. It can be used only one of each other. It can be used. Normally, I just put this one when I need to confirm something. Some levels I all use on the weekly. What I do normally, I use our second one, our scalper setup. It's exactly everything the same. Only changes is this gets really messy. I have it off and I just put it on when I open the chart and I want to go to exactly location to see where I am in the movement. Like I show you guys here, very precise movement. Here as well is that, if I can show you guys here just for a second. Sorry, I just want to put it in here in this bottom. You see here, it becomes a mess when you have it like that. You need to be organized, of course. When you are trading, you have to have this open. You're going to be looking for a specific time frame, a specific location. So you just forget your left, you just look at when you have to create confluences. And let me take also the upper one. So you see here we came nearby the one minus the negative 172. we have 1, 2, 3, a 3-pin pattern formation. We got a bullish candle. This is 2 hours. If you go lower, you're gonna have this, the bottom on the 15 minutes as I show you, you're gonna get this bottom, and you can scalp this until here, make money, sell it in one of these levels. So you can enter here on this level and say, okay, I'm gonna sell in my next fib level, and this case would be this zone of confluence here. You see, 0 point confluence with the next day of 0.5, so that would be a very good area to sell, only by support and resistance. Or you can hovering between Ashi candles and normal candles, and you have the Ashi candles that are also very good for this situation. Also very good for, can work. This indicator works with any kind of candle that you want to use. It adapts automatically. It just adjusts in the spot, and you see here that you have a way more accurate reading, in my opinion, of the indicator. You see to the tick, 1, 2, 3 pin pattern. You see a round bottom. Maybe this is in a 5-minute chart. Is a head and shoulders here or something like that. Very round. The 272 level here. To the tick, you buy your shit here. You have your green diamond, etc. If you have the green diamond, you're going to be buying here already. But if you are just looking for the resistance, 1, 2, 3 on this level, you buy on this line, and where you're going to sell on the line where you have more resistance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Again, on the this is the minus 0.236 level, and then you have your 0 level, or you would just sell here on your 386 fib level. So you see, you buy on your minus 172 in a area of 23 to 21. So in a 24 hours period of time, you buy on this level. In the next day period of time, you would sell in the next pivot where the reaction is being taken. So you see that from here, if you buy here and you would sell here, would be immediately a scalp of 5%, clear with the support and resistance. If you would wait for the up, trying to see if it's going up, you would come here and make 6% of profit. I would just sell here for my 5% in less than 24 hours period. So selling it from here, selling in the second rejection. This would be just a couple of candles. You see, guys, it would be just a intraday trade of how many? It would be just a day trade of, guys, 11 bars, so 22 hours of trade. There are, okay, remembering that this is in a 2 hours time frame. Okay, so 22 hours of trade, less than 24 hours of trade, 5% of NULS. Just for a scalper, for example, if you are a day trader, you could take it long and take more profit, of course, just for the levels again. And once again, you're gonna see that here we extrapolate the maximum that we can have. No, sorry, we can still have, we are in the 2618 exactly. So we have, we are here in the 1618, I mean, no, 2618, yes, 2618. So that is the maximum level we have, 2618. We don't have more levels, so this candle went way up. When this happened and you lose and you still move forward, you look to the left and you see where the lines of resistance. So when you look to the left, you would see, okay, I have here this line of resistance, I have this line 0 here, from this line of resistance I come down, I take my thing here, for example, I use it like this. Okay, this is the highest I go. I can have this one, but where I have the near one, all near, like a niche of resistance, it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4 candle going up, coming down, 5, 6. So this area I have more than going up. So okay, I will just sell inside this area, looking for this range of resistance. As my sales, I have a golden pocket. I have a 0.5s, several 0.5s. So several 1618, 175, you see I have a golden pocket, I have a 0.5 level, so I'm just selling inside this range, and for 2 times you would just go to the range and sell it exactly on that. This calculates how this is calculated, guys. This is calculated about doing a calculation from the previous candles of 1 day candles. This is calculating when it's a week, calculates the seven candles of a week, the 7 daily candles. It makes a calculation from the fib levels, takes an average, where is this pivot, and then from there calculates the distance for the fib levels. When it's the 1 day calculations, it goes through the candles of the 24 candle daily, the 20-hour candles, and it calculates for the daily calculates for the weekly for the monthly, and so on. Okay guys, this is just something that can be used. It will take some time to learn, of course. Like me, I'm just perfecting my trades on this, but any trader who uses these tools, he can never forget that he needs to know TA as well. So this is not by itself. If you don't know how to distinguish divergence, you will never be able to trade with this tool. So guys, as you can see, NULS is in accumulation phase, looking good. For the future to come, I can see NULS in good prices somewhere in the near future. So if you are investor, just keep on buying. Dollar cost average your investment, and you're gonna have awesome rewards in the future, I believe. If you are a scalper, a day trader, and you want to trade with more accuracy, we're gonna have this indicator coming out in the next 2 weeks, and this market cipher is the nearest indicator in the market already for 2 years, like this one. It's costing for a 1 year subscription 0.1 BTC. They already have given proofs of accuracy, and they have some hundreds of thousands of traders. We are coming out with this one that it's showing off to be way better, more indicators that can give you different trading styles. You can trade with the wave trend, you can trade only with the signals, the price action signals. You can trade only from the support and resistance. You can conclude them all together, as I do. Normally I conclude the wave trend with the signals, and then I'm gonna just cross-check the wave trends once in a while, just to make sure that I'm okay, because I don't want to have too many things on the chart. So this will come out for members of the TA enthusiast group. Is a Portuguese trading and technical analysis group that will be cheaper. The price is not yet decided, but it will be probably 1/10 from the 0.1 BTC. Most probably will be around those values, 1/10, 1/5, something like that from the actual price of market cipher, and you're gonna have an awesome working tool. Okay guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Sorry that it's a little bit too long, but I want also to introduce you guys to this awesome trading tool and present you guys with a good TA on NULS, and hope that you have very good trading months ahead of you. And let's kill out this last quarter of 2019, try to get in 2020 with the right foot and making good profits. See you all until my next video, guys. Bye bye.